Hey guys, how are you? I needed to put this video up because there's a few people that started this week and they're being quite unwell, and I wanted to put the video up and I don't want this to replace any medical advice that you get. This is nothing to do with medicine. I just think it's important that I share my story and how I can advise someone to get over this initial product discomfort, if you like. So when I began Isagenix, day one I attempted a cleanse and I was very unwell, and of course, you know, my coach put it down to that I hadn't done any shake days. So really important to get the 5 nutrition days into you before you even consider a cleanse. So the next day I went about a shake day. I had my Ionix, I had my shake, and before I could get the tablets near my mouth, I was vomiting. And you know, a lot of people will stop there and they'll say, Isagenix isn't working for me, it made me feel sick, it was, you know, I'm allergic to it. I hear lots of things like that. And as I said, this information isn't to advise you that you're not allergic to it or, you know, replace any medical advice. The thing I'm saying is that I'm still taking Isagenix 3.5 years on, so I wasn't allergic to it. It didn't make me sick. What it was my body, my constitution, my sensitivity, my toxicity. I mean, the list goes on. But it was actually my body responding to the program. So here are my tips if you're feeling unwell or you perhaps have a cleanser that isn't well. First tip number 1 is get them on a 3-way call with someone that can assure them that these detox symptoms can happen, and that, you know, empower them to move through them. Also advising them to see a doctor if they think that that is the cause, that they need to see a doctor. So tip number 2 is pull the program back. If it's the Ionix or the tablets that you think, and most people will know what it was that made them unwell, get rid of that for a couple of days. The Ionix, get rid of it. The tablets, get rid of it. We just need to get you onto the shake. And how we can do that, some people find that they can't get through a whole shake, so have half a shake in the morning, half a shake for morning tea, half a shake for afternoon tea, half a shake for dinner, and have a really good meal in the middle of the day. Now that meal needs to include some carbohydrate. There are a lot of people
in 1 kilometer
that I'm just going to turn GPS lady off, sorry. So there are a lot of people that are having really high calories, really high sugar diets, and then they begin Isagenix, which is a low GI diet. So things that are typical of a low blood sugar can be feeling faint, can be feeling nauseous, can be feeling trembling. And so, you know, if it's not a shake time or if it's not a time for a snack, then obviously you need to help yourself with that particular feeling. So how some tips are an e-shot. A tip is have a little bit of want more energy, you know, half to a quarter of an apple. Just have as minimal amount as you need to make yourself feel better. Your sugars eventually will adjust. Your body eventually will adjust. Making sure that you're having plenty of water as well. You know, I recommend around, for the average person, around 3 to 4 liters of purified water a day. When you're starting to feel better, which can, you know, it can be pretty shocking. I've had one girl actually today just vomit day 1, you know, after a first shake and Ionix. Other people can feel sort of day 3 to 5 is the worst of it. Look, everyone is totally different. And some people that you think, you know, I've had one girl this week who was drinking like 3 to 4 cans of Coke a day. She hasn't even had a headache. And then the other girl that hasn't been drinking that Coke, she's been feeling really unwell, unfortunately. So, you know, they're my product tips. Tip number 3 is that you need to get some support. So tap into this Facebook group and let us help you, let us support you. Get a 3-way call going with someone that can assure you that these symptoms will pass and remind you of your goals. Because when we're feeling sick, you know, there's not many of us that want to keep continuing taking a product that they think is making us sick. It's really important to know that it's not the product that is necessarily making you sick. It is your body responding to the product. So it's actually a good sign that your body is already, even day one, responding to these products. Of course, see your doctor, see your medical practitioner if you feel like that really warrants it. But just know that some of us, including me, had some issues getting onto this program, and it's important to pull the program back. And so if you don't know how to do that, or you don't know how to coach someone to do that, reach up on the group, up to me, and let me help you, or let other people help you pull that program back for people so that they can you know, really enjoy the benefits of these programs and get the goals that they're looking for as to why they signed up to Isagenix. Because as I said, I was a vomiter. I didn't do a full cleanse day for 3 weeks. I didn't get on all the tablets or the products until about day 5. And I'm still here 3.5 years later, taking Isagenix every single day. Had lost and maintained 27 kilos. So, you know, I wasn't allergic to Isagenix. I guess my body was flipping out a little bit that I was changing it up so much. So they're just my tips for today. And those girls that aren't feeling so well, I'm so proud of you for sticking at this. And I really look forward to hearing your results on weigh day 11. See ya.